enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. run out of spread a wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. If you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we have Music Monday, but this is sold out. where of course we continue the sneaker talk. Speaking of sold out, sign up for the sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Or of course, we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. Pretty much, if I do not get the content out in time, which I am literally behind on my content right now, you guys probably don't even realize it. But most likely we'll be chopping it up in the Discord until I get the content out. I'm gonna do my very, very best to work and get caught up and drop the rest of my content tonight. No promises, because I don't know how my energy is right now. I'm up there, so we're gonna hopefully I can keep that going. Editing, while I love that, but at the same time, just had a long day in the area, low key, dog. Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but it seems like everybody stepped out. But if I had to guess, it was a little bit warmer than it has been over the last couple of weeks, right? Okay, but tonight's topic, we're going to much be talking why pretty much Project Blitz is actually going to be suing Nike in the LAPD. So pretty much we got the details on that, and I'm going to probably start there because we kind of put that story out there, but we got an update to it. And then we'll talk shoe prices increases and Puma closes the NYC, which is New York City, to the best of my knowledge, flagship store until further notice, right? Okay, so we'll talk those three stories, kind of keep it simple and chill here tonight. I'll touch the chat, see what we got in the building, and we'll get the party started as always. Looks like we got Thomas Goldring Jr. in the building, says word up Jones. What up, Thomas? What's good, homie? What's go, Jake? Let's see, the Dark Knight in the building says, I can't believe Nike is not doing the shot drop this Saturday night, and also the Union LA raffle was bogus as hell in my opinion. I'm not surprised we're not getting the shot drop, and then two, the Union LA raffle, same thing. I'm not really surprised. I'll agree. I don't think I've seen one person hitting the Discord. I've been in and out of the Discord, but I haven't really, I'm kind of behind on that too, but from what I think that would have stood out to me, right? Okay, and matter of fact, I'll just check it right here on live if anybody actually hit in the Discord, right? Because we got upcoming, we have the got 'em, so we'll see if anybody put that in there, see what we got in there to the best of my knowledge. Looks like we just got infrared sixes with salutes to Manny, bag secured. Let's see. Oh, well, one person did hit. Apparently they secured 3 pairs. That's crazy. Wow. So I was gonna say nobody hit, but I would be wrong. Looks like only one person hit, and salutes to Divine for picking up the infrared sixes. I'll give you guys my reactions whenever I get up off live. But yeah, for the most part, and I have a theory how that person got all hit 3 pairs, but I'll leave it right there. But for the most part, I don't think I even got no notifications on my email whatsoever. I was out and about. I really wasn't paying attention to my phone, but I'm pretty sure that would have caught my eye for sure. But nothing on here other than the last few stuff that I've ordered, right? Okay, and nothing even sneaker wise. Just pretty much let me know about bills, you know. But yeah, that drop was some BS. I don't understand why they won't do an EQL. Not only Union LA, but also we can put Travis Scott them in that boat as well. But that EQL, I noticed they don't do it. And let's just keep it real. If you guys remember the Union LA drop of the Air Jordan 2s, the Ratatans, and then I think it was called the Gray Fog, or don't quote me on something Fog, right? But it's like a blue joint. But that drop, remember, everybody had thought they hit, then they had to refund everybody, then had to do the whole joint all over again. You know what I'm saying? Union LA, obviously, I think Nike them should make Travis and Union LA them do a EQL. Yeah, you have to pay a fee, but at that point, I think those are, not saying that can't be bought, because I feel like people can buy those too, but I feel like it's slightly harder. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. And botting itself isn't cheap either from what I got from it. I mean, I guess once you get the startup costs out of the way, it's probably not that bad. But either way, man, the reason I never been into botting or trying to get all these pairs and sell them back, that's not me, man. To be honest, I just need one pair. That's been my thing since I've been in the sneakers. Just give me one pair. I'm going to take care of my joints. You know what I'm saying? At least the best I can. And by the time I jack my joints up, it's usually time for some more. So I don't understand why you do well, I guess if you're buying multiple and you have multiple pairs, you got a seller you already got in mind, people you can sell them and make a little bit of profit. But to me, at the way the market is right now, I don't see the point of reselling on a serious level. Let me clarify this. Resale will always be around, and I'm with it because I buy resale as well sometimes, but I don't see the point of trying to make that a full-time business unless you just been around in it for like a long time. But me personally, I don't see the point. But that's just me. To each their own. Let's see. Dark Knight says, I put my little change to the side for a couple kicks and nothing really jumped off Really disappointed. I mean, I get it, dog, because obviously I'm assuming you really wanted those fragments. And then this is All-Star weekend, too. So I would anticipate we were getting more drops around the clock. But I don't know. It don't seem like it so far. I mean, technically, if we're going to base it on the West Coast time, it's still early, even though my time is 7 o'clock. So it's still kind of early, a little after 7 anyway. So, I mean, I get it. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. Nike them going through that, win now strategy type of thing. So they're trying to make sure they change some things up, switch some things up, and we'll see how it is, I see the Dark Knight says, sitting here watching this corny ass dunk contest. They're definitely not like what they used to be. If I'm gonna keep it real, they're definitely not what like they used to be at all, dog. So I get it. In fact, the NBA in general, like as they add more rules, do stuff, people get away with certain. I don't know. It just don't hit the same as it did like back in the day, man. Even the Super Bowl, in my opinion, and I'm not going to touch on it too much, pause, but even the Super Bowl wasn't really that exciting for me either. I'm going to be honest, you can quote me, I'm almost positive, I dozed off during that journey. It's feel like I woke up just in enough time to catch the Bad Bunny concert, to keep it 100. I was watching that joint, but I mean, I really wasn't even into that joint like that. And then NBA, I usually just wait till the finals or what have you, man, but because some of them games, to be honest, and other than like certain ones, I don't even really check them out like that. I keep an eye and watch my highlights on SportsCenter and what have you, but it is what it is. But yeah, this day was interesting, man. I will say I've had people come at me in the comment section on my pretty much pickup vlog where they were like, yo, they're selling out. And then I'm saying, like, I'm pretty sure if you go to the store, they're probably there. Are they going to sell out? Most likely, but it's not been an instant sellout. I've always said this, too, about the sixes, right? People don't really gravitate to the sixes like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a one. For whatever reason, the one is a very popular shoe, but even that has set. You know what I'm saying? But I'll put it this way. These sixes are not the 11, right? The 11, we know that shoe. Even if the 11, if they would have dropped an 11, even if it's set, we know eventually it will sell out. Because everybody and their mama knows an Air Jordan 11. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody remembers six. Not the average sneakerhead. No, well, let me clarify this. Not the average non-sneakerhead knows about a 6. You know what I'm saying? Or some people don't even know about a Union LA. I remember one time I was at the barber shop. Obviously, ironically, I went today. But I remember one time I was there. One of the barbers was like, oh, them joints is clean. I had on the Union LA Air Jordan 2s. My barber, low-key, he wasn't doing it on purpose, but he's like, oh, yeah, because he was like, what's them is? I don't know what them is, this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, these are Jordan 2 joints, Union LA. I'm like, oh, man. He thought I had got some, like, super gaga, but I'm like, nah, this is exclusive. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those, like, it's a collab drop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to use the word exclusive. I retract that. But it is one of those drops that is basically where it is a collab, right? So I mean, he didn't know, and at that point, I think he knows I'm into sneakers now, so I don't really get checked like that, but it was just funny, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Other than that, man, I'll dive into next topic, but I do find it ironic with the exception of, like, one person, and I'm not calling them out, saluting them in their W's, but I don't think no regular person who just entered the raffle on some normal shit won, you know what I'm saying? And you would think they would put out a couple more. I would think they would at least try to do a phone pilot or something too this week. But, I mean, so far, it ain't been the same. I'll leave it right there, right? But let's dive into tonight's topic, man. I only want to be on this one for like an hour because I do want to get off and drop some more content for you guys. So we'll start with the legal action part of things, and then we'll talk the Puma. We'll talk the shoe prices and Puma story, and then keep it going right there. So y'all let me know if audios and visuals is looking good on your end as well. Everything is looking like it's good on my end. So we're going to start with the Project Blitz update. They address why they've taken legal action against Nike and the LAPD. So give me a few seconds. Let me share my screen here. Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen at this point. Audio still should be coming through like a champ. So it says the legendary reseller Codan Style explains why he's suing Nike and LAPD. Project Blitz, Andrew Stena addresses why he's taking legal action against Nike and the LAPD. So I'm very curious what made him want to do this himself. But if you think about it, looks like that. He's got the Supreme, I believe those are the Supreme dunks in his hand. He's got the high top joints, but I really wasn't crazy about them like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember them joints when they came out too. I looked at them and I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But hey, homie dripped out. Let him drip out. Let him live. You know what I'm saying? Let me read through this real quick. It says, in January 2024, the LAPD raided Project Blitz, a sneaker resale warehouse owned by Andre LaGusta, a famous collector known to the internet as Codeine Style. So pretty much, yeah. So they raided his joint, and I remember we probably did cover that story. But we'll jog the memory here real quick. It says, it all stems from an allegation from Roy Lee Harvey Jr. sold stolen goods to Okay, so yeah, that's the backstory right there, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just see if we can take a look, because they got it highlighted. Usually that's probably the original story. Let me see if I can put it in that. Oh, here we go right here. Yeah, we definitely covered this. This was that $5 million of stolen Nike products recovered by the LAPD. So that's where it is. Man arrested in suspicion of receiving stolen property. So saying this may be stolen property, right? And went on an investigation, but I think what he's saying, this may not be, maybe he's not found guilty of having stolen property. So now this is why he's suing. But let's read through and see why maybe, right? Okay, just a maybe. It says, so the LAPD seized everything in his warehouse, but LaGusta isn't just a regular sneaker reseller moving new Air Jordan retros and dunks. He's become known as a sneaker reseller to the stars. Drake, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, Travis Scott, and Kylie Jenner, Morgan Wallen, Scottie Pippen, and even Mark McGuire have all bought his rare shoes. Interesting. Okay, cool. I didn't know he was moving like that. So he's bigger than urban necessity, so to speak, or he's well known. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was that well known for that. So he says he's a true collector too. Amassing large quantities of Grail level shoes like the Nike SB Paris Dunk, the Wu-Tang Dunk, and Tiffany Dunk. He collected shoes like the Space Jam Air Jordan 11s that Michael Jordan wore in the film, Air Yeezy samples, and Air Jordan signed and worn by Kobe Bryant. Wow, I didn't even know that. Now all of this is gone. So this was his personal stuff, is what he's saying. So that Nike SD Paris, I don't remember that one, so I probably have to look that one up real quick. Because you know what? Let me see what that one is, because I'm just curious. Because that one I know the rest, but let me see if I can check this out real quick. Put myself back on the main screen. Wait for it. See if I can do a little copy over here. Here we go. Let me see. What's going on? Here we go right here. Boom. Maybe I got to go backwards. They want the kid to work backwards. Come on, dog. Let's see if I can get this here. Yeah, because it's not, for whatever reason, it won't let me copy the way I want to. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got it. Cool. My bad. I just want to take a look at these shoes real quick. We live in person. We chilling. Boom. These Nike Dunk pairs. Hey, okay, yeah, I remember these joints. Yeah, I remember these. This is the joints right here. Let me share my screen on this one. Splatter that. Boom. Yeah, these are, I guess, a rare joint, so I don't know what they're going for on the resale market, but that's a Flight Club joint right there, version of it. Yeah, not bad. I mean, to be honest, but it is one of those obviously popular shoe, a very well-known shoe, obviously, even though I barely remember that joint. It's probably because one of those I knew realistically I wasn't probably going to get it. It says, to counter all of this, LaGusta is suing the LAPD and Nike and claiming that they are unlawfully raided his business and took millions of dollars worth of property that outright belonged to him and had nothing to do with the investigation on Harvey Jr. and his stolen goods. It says, to find out his side of the story, we spoke to LaGusta this week and we got to take it all in. So these are the questions they asked. It's kind of like the interview. It would be nice if we had like a video of this joint, but yeah, this is him with Travis Scott from what it looks like. So let's see what these questions were about and see what we're talking about. It says the interview is below and consented and edited by length and clarity. It says, this is the question they asked, right? They said, You launched a lawsuit against LAPD and Nike, but just to bring it back, everything all starts with the beginning of 2024, right? Says, well, and this is his response. It says, well, first of all, Matt, and I'm assuming Matt Walty did this because this is coming from Complex. Let me see real quick, because usually they put the author of this joint. Yeah, that's Matt Walty. Why do I know this instantly, right? That's funny. But let me see if I can get through this. It says, well, first off, Matt, I mean, how do you even prepare for something like that? There's no way I would have known anything. I mean, I've learned after the fact that I guess Nike believed that this individual was selling stolen goods and he sold me a very little amount of shoes. And again, I learned after the fact. I mean, I've never knowingly purchased any goods. I was not arrested on the scene or charged with anything later after the fact either. So this guy says he never was charged, but they just kind of let the guy that was connected to this is not connected to Project Blitz. He just happened to be there, I'm assuming, maybe. I don't know, allegedly, right? Because I'm assuming he's saying, yo, I ain't getting nothing, I ain't no trouble, no nothing. But they seized his stuff because they think it was apparently stolen property. So I don't know. It says, what was that like when the LAPD showed up to your warehouse? He says, I never knowingly purchased any stolen goods from this guy. So I'm assuming that guy had the stolen product and they're saying he purchased it from him and that's why they seized it, because it was stolen. So that's why he probably didn't get any trouble, because he literally didn't know, but now he wants his stuff back from what it seems like, right? Says, I mean, everybody knew him around LA and all over the country. I can't speak about all these details and whatnot, but I did not prepare for anything like this. I did not know anything like this was coming. I wasn't arrested on the scene, nor was I charged with anything. Years later, it says, essentially, I was just left without anything here. So yeah, sounds like he just wants his product back if, he purchased it fair and square. But I'm assuming they're probably not going to give it back to him, because they're probably like, well, sir, you didn't know you bought the stolen property, but it's stolen property. Well, at that point, he's probably thinking like, well, if I can't get my stuff back, can I get a check for what I've spent? And to be honest, that probably would mean he would have to go after Harvey. I don't know. This is kind of one of those complicated situations unless you really know the ins and outs of the law. But I'm assuming he's got an attorney, so he's starting somewhere, This is the next question they asked. It says, why do you think the LAPD or Nike were targeting you? He said, to be quite honest, I have no idea. I honestly rarely have no idea. I mean, as well as many people in the audience, I've done many events. I've done events recently with eBay and Nike over the Nike SB anniversary and over the What the Dunk in Oregon and down here in Los Angeles. It literally was just 2 nights of displaying parts of our collection and inventory for these events. I've done All-Star Weekend. Interesting, because that's what we got going right now. Events and displayed many, right? So he's saying he's well known. Many different shoes from my collection over the years. I've done 2 years at Complex Con, very legendary event. I'll say Complex is well known, but I wouldn't put it in legendary status. Complex to me, man, they are cool, and obviously even I'm using their stuff right now, but I don't know. It's not the same as it once was. You know what I'm saying? At one point, Complex was all over the place. I like that they had deals with Joe Budden and other people along the years. But ever since Trinidad left, it's been kind of different. Those OGs that's been around there, they're probably going to be there to stay for what have you. But even Brandon Dunn has left Complex. You know what I'm saying? He's not over there. But you do got Matt Walty as the person who did this interview, obviously. And I think Joe Puma, I believe he's still over there, obviously. It says, all I've done is put energy into the shoes. I literally feel that I'm a huge catalyst to the dunks coming back in 2018. But getting into this various people, including one main rapper that has, without having to mention all these people by name, to be honest, that's where dunks started, because no one really cared about them at that time prior to that. So a lot of people really didn't care about the dunks, you know what I'm saying, is what he's saying. That's why he's saying he's reading into that. So that's kind of what he got him started. He says, we sold praises to Mustard, to Travis, and I'm assuming that's like Pears or what have you. He says, These things were happening all before this big wave of dunks craze. At the time, all I ever done is contribute to the industry. All I've done is contribute to the sneaker community. So he's saying he's an innocent bystander in this whole situation. And I think he wants some bread or he wants his product back, I think, right? But again, I don't think he's getting it back, to be honest. Or it's going to be a fight, obviously. But even if you look down here in the images, you see he already here with Drake, and I'm not sure who the other guy is, but yeah, that's him over there to the right, and Drake's in the middle. Pause. But another question, he goes, do you think Nike was trying to come at you because they were trying to crack down on resellers and set an example? He says, again, I really have no idea, and I really not even holding back on this because of a lawsuit or anything. I have no idea. This is obviously, I mean, to me, the speculate on the you just can't even. He says, I can't speculate on it. I could be all these ridiculous reasons, but why target me? I have no idea. All I know is that everything I ever worked for is gone, and this just makes 0 sense. So, yeah, that's all. It's like, yo, I don't know, but I want my stuff back. That's basically what he's saying. So maybe he can get something back, right? It says, I think I saw people talking online saying that if you were alleging it's true between Nike and the LAPD, that Nike was kind of in conclusion with LAPD to come down on you for the business practices. Says, well, all of these details are going to be in the lawsuit, and it's really good. It's really going to come all out of these when the lawsuit continues on. I mean, this is a thing, though. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Nike didn't try their very best to just get this whole joint dismissed. And if they get it dismissed, then that we don't never get it all the way out. Pause. Because I'm assuming homie wants to go to trial, but even if he wins it seems like another attorney may be getting involved. I don't know, man. It just because usually these type of cases is like a lot of people take these on pro bono from what I got from it, allegedly, and then whenever the money come in, they got to get their cut, But let's continue. He says, gonna pull out all this when the lawsuit comes on. He says, there's a lot of damning things that have transpired here that should never, ever happen again. And it should have never happened on America's soil. He says, the entire thing is unconstitutional. My Fourth Amendment rights were broken. This can happen to anybody. And I'm not talking about just in sneakers. I'm talking about all art collectors, watch collectors, you name it. It can happen to you. It could happen to your business. Would this happen if this was a major corporation? Do you think that they would raid your store and take everything in there? This is unrealistic to believe that this would happen in any other situation. So again, he's livid. You know what I'm saying? We got Divine Photos in the building. Says, what up, Polo? What up, Divine? What's Gucci, Brody? What's good? What's good? We're just reading through this interview of pretty much the guy that owns Project Blitz saying that, hey, he's suing Nike, and he's kind of breaking down as to why. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Whole live is alleged real quick. Just want to make sure I get through this one because I feel like this is going to be the more lengthier one. And then, of course, we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases toward the end of the live. It says, I know you said they took everything, but what's the most valuable thing that they took? So he goes, well, without going into all things value or whatnot, but one of the items that I've had for so many years, look, they took things that were 3 years old, 5 years old, 10 years old, 15, 20, 30 years old. What do you have in 1995? Air Max 95? This is not a part of anything. I've had game worn Jordan 8s that Kobe Bryant played Michael Jordan in, signed both sides. I literally traded a Paris dunk to a friend of mine many years ago, over 20 years ago. Why was this taken? Because I have no idea. These are experts that are, there are experts that are there. It says, that you can figure out the dates on things. There's no reason that any of this should have been taken. Things on with my name on them, things with receipts with them, makes no sense. So yeah, he's very frustrated. Again, because they think the guy, I'm assuming they're looping in the guy with Harvey, but if that's the case, he would be going down with Harvey, right? Pause, right? That's what he's saying, right? Or implying is what I get from it, right? Allegedly. The whole live is alleged, right? Everything I say is alleged. I don't know nothing. I'm just reading the article, kind of giving my 2 cents on it. So it says, This is another question. So when the individual was arrested or came to your warehouse to get busted selling supposedly stolen goods, did the LAPD just come in and take everything out of your warehouse, just like boom, and it was all gone? And his response is, there was a lot of things that were going on to come out from that day that if the public really knew all this damning stuff, when there was the media reports that 5 million of stolen goods were recovered from me, says there is an absolutely lie. He says that's my property. All of those pictures and pics, the collection and everything that you guys have seen, the vault and all that stuff, all around that stuff were taking pictures of my personal property and inventory that I lawfully bought. All of those pictures were of my personal property and inventory that I lawfully bought and literally just earned through the years of hard work and collecting. He says there's so many people out there that have done the exact same. They've collected, they've earned, they bought from everywhere. I mean, I get what he's saying, but from the image, from what I saw on that one joint, that 5 million, and we can pull it up real quick, and I'm no genius, but this doesn't look like a personal fucking collection, my guy. Respectively, this looks like, think about this, like this, you got multiple boxes of the same shoe, and I know some people buy like double up, triple up, quadruple up, but I mean, like, dog, this stuff looks like a store inventory low key. This doesn't look, he's saying this is his personal property, like wording it as Mo, he's saying it like this could be his own personal collection, but this doesn't look like a personal collection. Like if you look at my boxes, yeah, I got some similar ones, but you come in, you be like, yeah, you kind of just did this all over the years. That's kind of saying he's basically saying he's one of us, but he just happens to, get it at another level and just with a lot of hard work, right? But it does look like stolen property to me, allegedly. But I'm not saying it. He's saying it's not, so maybe it's not. Devon says, cop those salesmen. Yes, sir. I saw earlier. I had opened up the Discord and I was on the live, and then I kind of broke down to see who I would have gotten there. I'm gonna give some reactions when I get off the stream here in roughly about 20 minutes. So we'll see. I'm gonna get through the rest of this real quick. Because all those pictures was personal property that I bought. It says so many people out there. We read that part, so we're gonna go to the next question. Wait for it. Says, what do you think the outcome of the lawsuit's going to be on your end? This is Matt asking a question, obviously. So he goes, Matt, we're going to win. Oh man, this guy is very, 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 very positive. He's starting off just like that. Devon says buying in bulk too. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying maybe he doesn't want that many pairs, but it sure looks suspect. That's the best way I can say it, right? He says they're gonna win. Otherwise, there's no justice in this country. We have to win. This is a must to win. This is my Fourth Amendment rights that were broken. The people need to understand that. Again, they can buy. This can happen to anyone. If you get caught in a scenario, some narrative is created. This can never happen on American soil ever again. And if they knew bills that needed to be introduced to protect collectors, to protect store owners, this is what needs to do here. This is literally what we need to do here. Literally. So they said that, he said it again. He repeats it twice. He says, this is about movement to protect people from outreach by the government and police, abuse by corporation or individuals with corporation. All right, come on, guy. Time out. This is my thing. Time out. And I see what you're saying, Devon. It's his delusion, this speaking to him exactly, dog. My guy, right? Look at it. Let's run it back. You see this? This doesn't look like the average Joe Schmo collection that you're trying. This is the thing. You're known as a reseller anyway. This looks like, where you get this from? This is the thing. Where you get it from? You know what I'm saying? That's where I always, this has been a question, a test of time for me for years, right? Especially whenever I used to be very, now I got my places where I will go for resale, but for the most part, I used to say retail or nothing, right? And I always used to question, I'm like, when I see people I'm like, where the hell y'all get all these shoes from? You know what I'm saying? They were suspect. I'm not saying they were fake, but because some people know, they got a good source, you know what I'm saying? But obviously that stuff, eventually everything that's done in the dark will come to light. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it going. Says this is around a time where Nike was cracking down on heavenly customizers and all of that. Yeah, like the Warren Lotus type of deal. I remember when me and Dunks covered that. Says, do you feel like you kind of just got swept into that and they just wanted to make you an example of it? He says, I mean, again, I really can't state. I have no idea. I can assume 100 different reasons why somebody would do this. I mean, truthfully, I don't understand why you would go after certain our stands, customizers, collectors, and even store owners for that matter. I mean, there's certain people that are out there that are actually is building the culture and is building energy around the brand. It's building energy around the whole industry itself. And I mean, if you want to take a look at how the economy is regards to sneakers and footwear, it's not that great. And it's not just because the economy's sluggish. Apparently, there's other businesses that are doing well. I think that this is a complete detachment from the consumer and community. And as far as Nike goes, they were also preaching about creating individualism, community, and being there for the little guy and running just there in general and going against the grain. I mean, but this guy, this dude is preaching, like, no disrespect. He's preaching, but it's like, dude, his answers to the question is like, dog, you're talking like you want something like we got to go free somebody or something. You know what I'm saying? Look, your product looks suspect. They got to do an investigation. And I'm not knocking her for fighting this, but I mean, dog, I'm very curious if he gets up there and talk like the runaround, I don't see how you could win, but he says he must win, right? But again, we'll keep going. He says, and that's literally what I've done. He says, I tribalized a new path for all of those stores over 25 years ago and a lot of store owners. And it's pretty sad as the way everything has become lately with all the thievery. I'm assuming that's like thievery, which I'm assuming stealing. That's people stealing. Yep, exactly. They literally said it right after I corrected myself on the word. Wow. Running to shops, stealing stick-ups, and all this. I mean, this is the crime that needs to be cracked down. People going in and literally ramming cars through stores. Yep, we've covered stories of that. I mean, this is true. Break-ins and just stealings. And, you know what I'm saying? He seems like he's just been just keeping up with the sneaker news as much as we have. And then what happens? The report is filed and no resources are going out trying to find these individuals. So what happens? They keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, but it actually happened to us. So yeah, he's definitely sounding like a victim card here. And I'm not saying he's not, but you know, that's the role he's on. Last question, I believe, for this one right here says, I guess that's the last thing I want to ask you, ironically, right? I can like predict these, right? Ask you is that, have you spoken to anyone at Nike and have they given you any sort of answers or clarity on any of this? It says, with our council, we had prior communications. We just getting the runaround from everyone, and that's why this came to be where we are at now. So, I mean, I'm exhausted and tired, everything. This whole thing was literally destroyed my life completely. I literally almost lost my home. I mean, look, ever in my life. Wow, that's crazy. He says, I almost lost my home. Ever in my life did I ever think I would need to start a GoFundMe? And we actually started it. It's on the bio of the Project Blitz Instagram and my own as well. He says, we haven't been able to put out there yet, but here it is. It's literally to help with legal costs and trying to maintain while we go through all of this. So this is my thing. Said you almost lost your home. Filing stuff, anybody who's been through the legal stuff, it's not cheap and or free. And you want to put up a GoFundMe for somebody like us to help you whenever, you know, you're saying you're struggling. You know, I don't know. This is kind of one of those, sounds like victiming to me, allegedly. It's like, you're going to do that. And now because obviously those lawyer fees, I will say this, he's right, they don't work for free. And even if you do pro bono, they're going to want something, right? To at least keep them motivated to keep helping you, right? But it says, so basically, when you're asking me how I felt during that day, I mean, I never did. I imagined that a corporation would be allowed to come into my building and literally just take anything they wanted and load up the trucks and take that over state lines to Oregon Is that shock? Wow. I mean, this is the thing. It's stolen product. This is where my problem comes into play with him, right? I'm gonna read the last little part of this, and I got a little commentary for it. It says, "Where do you think the things should have been held?" I mean, a lot of things were broken here, and I think people really need to know that. This is my thing, dog. If they went through the proper, and this is where your legal team is gonna have to get involved. Did they go through the proper procedures to seize your stuff? Maybe, and the reason he's not locked up, right? They're not saying that you didn't earn them fair and square, but they're saying those products that you have, it's stolen product. So they went down to the source of who most likely appeared allegedly that was handing you some of this stuff. They got that person and they took that stuff because I'm like, well, this is stolen stuff. If it's stolen, that means even if you bought it off somebody, but if it was originally stolen, I think you can't get it back, you know, especially someone on this high profile level. And that's just anything too. That's how the game go, right? Say like we'll use a car, for example. Say you bought a car that was stolen, but you didn't know it was stolen. You've been having it for years, and then finally they tracked it down the car, and I'm like, oh, this is stolen. You can't have this. Even though they're like, well, we know you didn't steal it. We know who stole it, and they sold it to you. Yeah, so I mean, same scenario. So it'll be very interesting how this will turn out. That's the update on the Project Blitz suing Nike. So pretty much we're going to keep the party going here. Last like 10 minutes of the live. I want to make sure I do this. Shoe prices increased, climbed, and the fastest is more than 36 months in January, the FDRA says. And then we'll talk a little bit of Puma. Hopefully we can squeeze them in too. Pause. Says retail footwear prices rose 2.0% in January, higher 5 of the 6 months and the most since 2022, which we already kind of knew that shoes were going to rise in the price anyway. The economy right now, let's keep it 100. One thing homie did say from the previous article we just covered, it is incomplete cheeks. I don't care what nobody say. You can tell, dog. Even though I saw a lot of people out and about today, trust me, people trying to make everything count. You know, but it is tax season too. I want to keep that in mind. But it says shoe prices climbed as fastest in more than 36 months in January, according to the last data from the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America. So, it says while overall inflation eased a bit in January, climbing a milder than expected 2.4% year over year, retail footwear prices rose 2.0%, which was higher than 5 of the 6 months and the most since 2022. The FDRA noted that for comparison, shoe prices increased 1.1% year over year in December. All the key target markets saw the year-over-year increases led by men's retail footwear prices, jumping up 3.4% and the most in 20 months. Children's prices advanced 1.5% last month, the fastest in more than a year, and women prices increased 1.1% higher than the 6th straight month. So again, everything is going up, and if you think about this, those little numbers seem small, but if you think about it, something that's already, in my opinion, costs a little too much, they're raising it. And then if you think about this, it's right down to the food we eat. Have y'all, I remember, I had Chipotle earlier, right? Let's just keep it 100. The same meal that I was getting Chipotle back, in we could take it back to 2010-ish, right? That joint used to be a 12 spot to get you. Now they need the whole dub. They need the whole 20, you know? Yeah, I still rock with my Chipotle though. And they've been dropping the ball too, but that's a whole nother, that ain't even in my lane, but I could go on that too. Gary Rains, chief economist at FDRA, told Foot News that, where we at real quick, that the year started on a ominous note, and that the increase in the shoe prices are more evidence of price pressure building across the supply chain. The jump in retail foot prices comes as an average landed paid cost per pair for footwear imports jumped at a double-digit year, right? And it says rate for the ninth straight month since the spring and Liberation Day. Rain said, over time, the measure in the year-over-year change in retail footwear prices largely have moved in step with one another, suggesting that the streak of sharply higher import costs in the beginning, right, pushed retail prices even higher. So again, that I thought we was going to be able to slide through without talking tariffs, but let's just keep it 100. That did play a factor in a lot of this too. A lot of people didn't like the tariffs, and there's nothing you can really do about it. But it says last month increases of retail footwear prices also comes at the same time the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that the overall consumer prices in January increased less than expected. So we can keep it going here. We're going to finish this story up and go to the next one. According to the Bureau's latest Consumer Price Index, CPI, a board measure of goods, services, costs across the U.S. economy, retail inflation rose 2.4% in January from year earlier after rising 2.7% in December. So, again, they're letting you know that this stuff it's if it feels like you're spending more, it's because you are spending more. Said the report also saw prices increase on 0.2% on a seasonal adjusted basis in January, including Bertile food and earlier costs. The core CPI rose 0.3% in January and increased 2.5% over the same time last year. So again, a lot of things kind of been going to play. We'll cover this last story here for like the last 7 minutes, and then we'll go through this joint right here. This one is a 2-minute one, so we should be good. Although it says like you can play this, I wonder if it's like extra if you play that joint, if it will be like a copy strike or something. So I'll test it probably behind the scenes, see how it goes. But it says Puma. Look where we're at real quick. Let me see. We're talking this. Let's see. Looks like a burst pipe from the extreme cold forces Puma to shelter the NYC Flagship into further notice. Says the 24,500 square foot flagship located on the 609 Fifth Avenue opened in 2019. I believe this story and it's true, which I'm not saying it's not true or I didn't think it wasn't true, but we've had the same thing where I live at. I've had a few pipes burst because of that extreme cold weather, and we've had to shut the water off like at least once a week for like since the beginning of the month. So hopefully that's done, you know. But it says New York City president streak of extreme cold weather has forced Puma to close the Fifth Avenue flagship store, Foot News learned. In a brief statement sent to Foot News, a Puma representative confirmed that the store is closed until further notice because of the water damage in the building caused by the burst pipe. Says we are currently assessing the damage, the rep, etc. Yeah, water damage is really hard to fix too. Usually that means you have to get all new shit. Like you can't really, it's going to cost more to probably get that stuff fixed. I'll say that, right? Because they're probably going to do some replacements and remodeling. They're going to have to. Because water damage is kind of done. You know what I mean? It says the two-level, 24,500 square foot flagship located on 609 Fifth Avenue opened in 2019 to launch a fan fair. At the time of the opening, the store was Puma's largest and most technological advanced store in the world. The flagship wraps around the southeast corner of the 4th Ninth Street, providing a major exposure to the site, which previously occupied by American Girl, which moved to a smaller location within Rockefeller Center. Interesting. The store's dramatic all-glass facade mimics the pattern of the soles of the classic suede sneakers and enables views well into the store, drawing shoppers in. The store also features 27-foot-high ceilings with the product zoned out by the category on the two selling levels. So this is like an inside of it right here. If you look at it, that's interesting. Like definitely you would want to check it out. I don't know if it will make me want to buy something, but it does make you feel like a place you can hang out at. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of unique. It's like modern, right? It says in January, Anti-Sports confirmed a deal to acquire a 29.06% stake in Puma SE for $1.8 billion for the group adamants to invest the company over the Polnut family. Says the transaction, which is expected to close by the end of 2026, will make Anti the brand's the brand's largest shareholder. So that's going to actually help them, right? I would assume. And we did cover that too. I remember we did cover that story, right? It's very interesting how this will turn out. It says the deal came in time when Puma faced a tough road ahead to turn around its business. In October, Puma logged a third quarter sales drop of 10.4% as its new chief executive officer, Arthur Holt, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, also outlined his plans for the strategic reset. Organic sales at Puma fell off 10% in the third quarter to 1.96 billion euros. earning before the interest and taxes, or the EBIT, also collapsed, with both adjusted and reported EBIT falling by more than 80%. The German activewear firm cited a strategic reset as it navigates several company-specific challenges, including muted brands and momentum elevated inventory levels across the trade and low quality of distributions. Interesting. Wow, that's crazy. So, yeah, it looks like Anti helped them, because if Anti didn't step in, Puma then was going to really be, it wasn't looking good. But this is the outside of the store right here. It does look cool, but I can't remember the last time I actually bought a Puma. I don't remember even having Puma for real. I remember the brand. I remember, like, back in the day, a lot of the, like, in the 80s and stuff, they rocked that joint. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of hip-hop artists did. Says Puma Manhattan flagship closure comes at least 19 people have died due to recent bitter cold snap in NYC, according to the medical examiner. Wow. So it's so cold, people have passed away there. That's crazy. I'm assuming those people don't get a chance to get inside somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I hate that, man. I hate to read that part. But let's just wrap this joint up. That covers the Puma story. Let's talk upcoming sneaker releases. We did have the infrared salesman, which I'm going to do my very best to try to edit at least one more video here. I'm going to drop some more tomorrow, but I'm going to at least try to get my on feet, reviewing on feet video out tonight for sure. Let's see. Let's check the sneakers app for some couple more like drops real quick. I do have City of Angels. We do have the Air Jordan 3s, denims. We're going to see how that's be going. We did get the off-Nor. Those are gone. So, yeah. Pretty much next week we have the P-Rod joints, the all-red joints. I'm probably not going to cop, even though I do like them. Looks like we got some Air Max 95s coming. That is going to be Achor colorway and a Hong Kong colorway. And then I see a lot of people talking about these ACG joints, the low-top joints, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. These kind of really not. This is Air Max Gotron joint. That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on those. Yeah, no, I'm good. And then we got the Air Jordan Levi's, the black joints as well. Looks like we got some silver Saint Germain, some PSGs coming. Interesting. So it's going to be interesting. Then we got Stranger Things coming in February towards the end of the month. And also we have the Wolf Gray Air Jordan 5s. We also have the Kobe's that's coming in March. Nike got us like all really stacked up on this joint. Oh, they pushed some of this stuff back. Like a lot of the videos I dropped, some of these have already came out. That's all good. Or haven't come out. They pushed it back. So this is the Phone Posit Pro. Yeah, I already dropped that video. It's all good. I'm going to let it like run its course, right? We got the Levi's up on the screen here. And then also we got one more. I think we got the Air Jordan 7 right here. This looks like this one is expected to return. It's called a Miro, which I don't even remember these for real, but I don't hate them. And then also Foot Locker pretty much take over All-Star Week. So some of the drops they have are supposed to have, because I remember somebody was talking about this joint. Don't look like they have nothing really too exciting on here like they said. Like they got the Adidas joint, and then they just got this, kind of breaking down what they do, right? So I'm assuming they do a meet and greet, but I mean, where the sneakers at? That's my whole thing, right? Where we at real quick? Nike says, one Nike store world flight told me that they had the bins earlier. Wow. I didn't even know that. Wow. And then it says bins mean trash. Oh, trash. Wow. Oh, wow. You talking about the those bin 23 joints? You talking about those? Yeah. I mean, I wasn't feeling them. It's supposed to be a higher quality sneaker, but I really wasn't feeling them. So, I mean, I think my coworker, the OG, he had hit me up. I know he had tried. I'm putting myself back on the main screen here. But, yeah, he had tried. Yeah, the Ben 6s. That's what I figured. Yeah, we right. We were on the same thing. But my coworker, he tried. He really was looking for him. I'm like, man, I really want to check him for them joints. I kind of even just scrolled over the message. I was like, I don't, but I know they were supposed to be limited, right? What, 23,000 pairs? Yeah, no. I'm not even feeling them like that for real. But it is what it is. They okay. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't write home about them. I'm surprised they sold out. But like we got a little back and forth on my video I dropped earlier where homie was trying to say, yo, the big sizes sell out, this, that, and the third. My thing is this, dog. Sneakers is not the end all be all on some of the drops, right? If you put in, sometimes you got to put in the footwork, even though I know these were limited. Vaughn says, I heard the Ben 5s are better. It'll be interesting. We'll see how those do for sure. I am probably curious myself. I can see if I can even look it up real quick. Let me see what the Ben 5s. Let me see if I can look them up. Air Jordan 5 Ben. Let's see. Let me see if I can find an image or something. Let's see. Last little minute of the stream anyway. So let me see if I can do a quick little searchy. Let's see. Air Jordan 5 Ben, right? 23. So yeah, cool. Let me see here. It looks just like what I anticipate. You know what I'm saying? Look, share screen. Boom. Quality probably is there, but to be honest, it looks kind of like the 6s if I'm going to keep it real. If we see what majority of these are, like, they're okay, but, you know, I still wouldn't write home about them. They're not, if we're going to compare them to the 6s, these are better, you know, but it's still a stretch. But if I had to pick between this or the 6, I would definitely take the 5. If I had to pick between the 5 or the 6, I like the 5s. Even though it's slightly bulkier, right? But yeah, it's really the same shoe, just a different silhouette if I'm going to keep it real, though. Let me put myself back on the main screen. I'm going to get ready to wrap this joint up here for the night. We're at that hour mark. Finished everything on time like I really wanted to. Appreciate everybody for coming through and being active in the chat as always. This was a good one. I know I did a lot of reading, but everything is good. I'm going to try my very best to get at least one more video out. Sorry I fell behind today, guys. But yeah, you know, life. It is what it is. A lot of people have been out. But yeah, we're wrapping things up for tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. If you haven't done so already, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the comment section. And it is free to sign up. Well, of course, you know, we're going to continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, we will be over there discussing it in the Sold Out Discord. I will be back live again on Monday for Music Monday. And yes, it's a holiday, so hopefully I can get a little bit of relaxation until then. But other than that, man, more content on the way. Smash the like button, sub up. You know, my name is Jeremy Jones. I make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and of course, I'll see you guys again on Music Monday, and I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember.